Hey y'all, today I'll be translating the Japanese lyrics in Mamushi into English. So currently it's 2 days before the song's been out for 1 month and the lyrics still aren't on Spotify. I don't know if it's a me problem or whatever. So today I'll be using the website Genius to provide the lyrics for translation. All right, let's get started. The first part, we get a voice that says Koshiatsu. So I looked this up and apparently Koshi is the producer of the song. You know how in most rap and hip hop songs nowadays, you get the producer shout out in the beginning, like Meg the Stallions is, and if the beat live, you know Lil Ju made it, like Lil Ju is the producer. So in this song, the producer is Koshi and it's followed by atsu. This can mean many things. The word atsu in Japanese means hot and can be many variations of that word as well. So in my opinion, this line is saying oh, Koshi, you dropped another fire track. There goes Koshi again, dropping fire on the beat. This is my interpretation. So of course we won't know unless we ask maybe a Japanese person or someone who is involved in producing this track. But the loose translation is just oh, Koshi's beat is fire. Moving on. Next line says, Watashi wa star. Star. So star is the Japanese pronunciation for star. So he's saying, I'm a star. Star. And then he repeats it. Next, he says, Migan. That's the Japanese pronunciation for Megan. He's obviously referring to Meg the Stallion. And then last he says Yuki Chiba. That is his name. So in typical modern rap hip hop fashion, the intro to this song is the producer shout out and the rappers shouting themselves out. That's normal. We're all aware of this. Okay, let's move on. I feel like the chorus is the one part that most people are familiar with in terms of meaning because this is the part that is going viral on social media. So this is the part that's been talked about the most and has thus been translated the most. So I'm gonna go through this part pretty fast. So in the chorus, the first Japanese part says okane kasegu, orera wa star. So okane kasegu means to make money. So in Japanese, they don't use subjects as fastidiously as we use them in English. So this line can be loosely translated to I make money, we make money, he makes money, she makes money, somebody's making money. All that's really said here is money is being made. And then the next part of that line says orera wa star. Orera is a plural form of I used by males, so it means we. And then wa star means am a star. So orera wa star translates to we are stars. So if you were to put it together, that first line, okane kasegu orera wa star, means we make money, we're stars. Next, the second line repeats mostly. Okane kasegu watashi wa star. The only part that differs in this line from the last one is the watashi instead of orera. So watashi is the most basic form of the word I. So orera, I mentioned, was the plural for males, and watashi just means I. It's universal, anyone can be I, he, she, we, they, everybody's I. So since Megan is singing this part, she says watashi instead of ore, because she's not a man. So, okane kasegu watashi wa star is Megan saying, I make money, I'm a star. Next! Okay, we're in the first verse, and the only Japanese that Meg speaks is the line Watashi kawaii I karada. What that means is, so we have the watashi, I told you from earlier, that means I. So watashi kawaii. This sentence means I am cute. I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with the word kawaii from if you've watched a single anime in 2000s or even the 2010s, you would know the word kawaii. So watashi kawaii, I'm cute, is what she's saying. Next, I karada means good body. Literal translation is good body. Once again, we don't have subjects. We don't have too much going on sentence structure wise. So the loose translation of this in English, if you put it together, is her saying, I'm cute and I'm hot. This is the most native English translation I can give you. Being a person who's familiar with context of Japanese phrases and like American hip hop, black culture, like together, she's saying she's a hottie with a body. That's it. Moving on. All right, we're finally moving on to Yuki Chiba's verse. So this is heavy. Let's get started. Let's start with the first line. The first line on Genius Lyrics. Nagareru hoshitachi doko ni mukau. So what this means is, I'm gonna give you the straight up translation first. Nagareru hoshitachi. The shooting stars. Doko ni mukau. Where will they go? So if we wanted to translate this into more natural English, it would be, there's not really a very natural way to say everything that's like often said in Japanese, but I will do my best to make it sound the least awkward possible. So that could roughly translate to, the shooting stars, where are they headed? Where are the shooting stars going? Okay, next line. Mata onegai kanae nagara kurasu. Okay, what this literally means is, I'm just gonna tell it to you as it comes out of my head, so in the order it's in Japanese. Again, the wishes, while they come true, I live. I'ma fix it, don't worry. Okay, so what this can roughly translate to is, I live while my dreams are coming true again. That's the least awkward way I can say it. It sounds like this is saying I get everything that I want. So like, again, while my dreams come true, I live. Like, I'm living life. So he's basically just saying, I get the things I want in life. Okay, next. Jueri minitsuketa mama utau. This just literally means I sing whilst wearing jewelry. It always sounds so awkward like when I'm translating, because this is it. Like, if you put Japanese in one side and like put English out the other, it comes out really crazy. Like, the only way you can get it to sound natural is when you like apply the context of being like a native English speaker, or context of like living in a certain country, and then you put that on top of the straight up translation, and then you spit it out again. Like, it requires a lot of processing to make Japanese to English translation sound not crazy. So I'm singing while wearing jewelry is what he's saying. Basically, this is the flex that we are familiar with in hip hop rap culture. He's saying like, look at my diamonds. Basically, look at my chain. Look at this grill. Like, I have money. That was the reach translation, but obviously the literal means like, I have jewelry on my body while I'm singing. Okay, next line. Star tachi ga atsumatta stadio. This literally means a studio where the stars are gathered. So what he's probably saying here is like, the recording studio they're in is full of famous people. So he's got the collab between Meg Thee Stallion, who's insanely famous worldwide, and Yuki Chiba is obviously famous in Japan and probably beyond. So he's saying our studio is full of stars, so like big shots, famous people. Moving on. Okay, next line. Yona yona sake takusan narabu ajito. Okay, so these words I was less familiar with. I had to look them up online. Yona yona is a phrase that seems to mean night after night. Sake takusan narabu ajito. Ajito, when I looked it up, because I'd never heard this word before, means like hideout. So a hideout where there's lots of sake like lined up. So this line in isolation could mean night after night he's in his hideout that is full of sake. I'm gonna leave the rest of the translations up to you. I'm just gonna give you the words in English, and then you have to figure it out, because even when I tell you, you're just gonna be like, that's crazy, that might not mean that. So that's what he's saying. Night after night he's in his sake filled hideout. Next. Sakimade roppongi de shuroku radio. So this means we were just in Roppongi, which is a well-known area in Tokyo, recording on the radio. Next. Sokkara terebi satsue suru hashigo. This line means from there we have a television shoot. So from the radio recording that we just did in Roppongi, from there we have to go shoot for TV. Hashigo. So he uses this word hashigo, and The word hashigo means ladder, which doesn't fit the context here. So hold on, let's look it up online. Okay, so I just looked up hashigo on the internet, and what I got is that it translates to bar hopping in English. So because obviously the context of the song, we're not talking about bar hopping, it seems like it's used to mean like you go from one place to the other like consecutively, like right after. So in this context, he's saying, oh, we went and recorded for the radio, and then right after we're going to record for television. So he's saying like we're hopping from place to place, like we're so busy doing the things that these famous people are doing because we're stars, right? Stars, we're busy recording here, then recording there, and we're needed over here, and then we have to go here. So hashigo is explaining that he's busy moving from place to place because he's a star. Next. Kamera tachi oikaketeru ore tachi o. This part means the cameras are chasing us. I know it sounds really creepy. Not like literally, but like he's saying everywhere we go, we're filming, we're recording. It's like we're being chased by cameras. We, the stars. Next! Daisuki pika pika no daiya. Daisuki means love. Pika pika is onomatopoeia for like sparkling. You use it to describe like sparkling jewels or like lightning. We're all familiar with Pikachu, right? The only word he says is the onomatopoeia for like sparkling, and then he shoots electricity out of his body. So like sparkling refers to the way light sparkles, as in lightning, or the way light sparkles by reflecting off of objects like jewels. In this case, it's the latter. So daiya is the Japanese word for a diamond. So he's saying the sparkling diamonds that we love. The next line, kurai toko kagayaiteru maiban. So it looks like this sentence is a part of the one before it. Like I think they form one big sentence because it means every night it's sparkling in a dark place is what it means. So if we look at that meaning with the line before it, it means the sparkling diamonds that we love, every night they're shining in the dark or in a dark place. Next, nice to meet you, suru aisatsu. So nice to meet you obviously is English. Suru aisatsu means the greeting that we do. So like to greet. So he's saying we greet, nice to meet you. I'm so happy, arigatai na. I'm so happy is obviously English. Arigatai na means I'm grateful. So maybe these two lines also go together, and he's saying when people greet me, nice to meet you, he's saying I'm so happy and grateful. That part is not obvious just by reading the lyrics, I'm not sure, but that's me trying to make it like make more sense. Okay, now you guys know the meaning of Yuki Chiba's lyrics in Meg Thee Stallion's new song, Mamushi, from her most recent album. I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, Japanese related or any of that, be sure to let me know in a comment down below. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. This helps me know that I should make more content like this, or I should stop making this kind of content. So yes, please interact with me down below. The more likes the video has, the more I know that I should try to do more stuff like this. And if you leave a comment letting me know what kind of videos you want me to make, maybe I'll make it for you in the future. That's all for now. I will see you guys in the next video. Mata ne! Bye!